Today I am covering some sapphic shows that you can watch on Amazon Prime and that I think are worth checking out. These are all Amazon Prime originals bar one, so you should be able to watch these shows regardless of what region your Prime subscription is in. If you're not already a Prime member and you want to get a free trial, I have a link in the description, so be sure to use that when you are signing up. I'm going to start off talking about Dead Ringers. I did a review of this when Dead Ringers came out earlier this year, and it's a show that I really enjoyed. I found it deeply queer and deeply feminist. It spoke to a lot of my sensibilities, and it's based on the movie from the 80s which starred Jeremy Irons. It's about two twins who are brilliant gynecologists who have this incredibly twisted and codependent relationship that sees them pushing the boundaries of ethics as they seek to open a birthing centre. It has Rachel Weisz playing the twins Elliot and Beverly, and they are both very queer, and that is by no means where the gay stops in this show. As part of the overarching storyline in the show, we have Brittany Alford, who plays Genevieve, who is Beverly's love interest. But I do have to give a bit of warning about this show. It is not for the faint-hearted. It does have some body horror elements and psychological thriller elements, so if you are a little squeamish, just be warned, it might not be for you. And while this is not generally the type of show that I gravitate towards, Rachel Weisz's performance alone made it worthwhile seeing in my estimation. She is immensely watchable in this role, and I had so much fun watching her have fun playing these characters. So out of this entire list, this is probably the one that I recommend the most. The next show that I have on my list is 4 More Shots Please, which is an Indian Amazon exclusive. This show follows 4 friends who are living in Mumbai as they figure out life, love, and work and friendship. And it's very much a play on the Sex and the City idea, but obviously transposed to a modern Mumbai setting. Within that friend group is Umang, who is bi, and we see her having flirtations with both men and women. But over the 3 seasons, her major relationship is with a woman. She meets Samara, a famous actress, when she starts to personally train her, and we get to follow them as they fall in love and then deal with the issues that come up within the relationship. I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't say anything more than that. What I will say is that the actress who plays Samara is Lisa Ray, and it is an absolute delight to see her playing queer again. She first made a splash in Sapphic cinema when she played in I Can't Think Straight and The World Unseen. There are also other actors within this ensemble who have played queer before. We've got Sanya Gupta, who played the blind queer girl in Margarita with a Straw, and we have Simone Singh, who played Madhuri Dixit's love interest from youth in Majama, a film that came out in 2022. Overall, I found it a show that was enjoyable enough to watch, and the love story between Umang and Samara was definitely a high point for me. The next show on my list is pretty similar to 4 More Shots Please. It also follows 4 friends navigating friendship, love, work, and life, but this one is set in the States. Within this ensemble, we have Tai, who is gay, and she is a rising star within the tech space, having developed her own app. From the start, we get to see her having trysts with other women and being very openly queer. She's a bit of a player, this girl. But what is more surprising is that another character within that friendship group, Quinn, starts to develop a wee romance with Isabella. So basically 50% of this friendship group is queer, which is a delight. Now, I haven't actually watched the entire series yet. I've just watched the first few episodes, but I am enjoying the relationships between the women. They feel very organic and real. There's some fun humor in there, and I will definitely be watching more of this. The next show on my list is The Good Fight. The Good Fight is the only show which is not an Amazon exclusive on this list. Now, this is a show that is a spin-off of The Good Wife, which I absolutely adored, and if you haven't seen it, you absolutely must, because Kalinda Sharma, who is played by Archie Punjabi, is a delightful queer character that I enjoyed immensely. And I always wanted her and Alicia, the lead of the show, to develop a romance, but it didn't happen, much to my chagrin. On The Good Wife, there was the fantastic character of Diane Lockhart, and in The Good Fight, we get to follow her as she tries to rebuild her life after losing all of her money. It is a lightly serialized procedural show, so somewhat episodic with cases, and then they have overarching character arcs throughout the season. On this show, there is Maya Rindell, who is played by Rose Leslie, that you will recognize from Vigil, where she plays the character of Kirsten Longacre, who is the ex-lover to Saran Jones's character. Also an incredibly good show, which you should totally check out. In The Good Fight, she plays the goddaughter to Diane Lockhart, and she joins the lawyer firm after she passes the bar. She's also gay, and she has a girlfriend, and there's some stuff that goes on with that because she has trust issues, and that very much plays into their relationship. Like The Good Wife, this is an incredibly intelligent show with some fantastic performances and great writing. The next show on my list is Swarm. This is a show that has recently come out, and it's about Dre, a young woman who is obsessed with a celebrity, and this takes a dark turn. I haven't watched the show yet, but I have seen some clips online, and the trailer for sure was giving me Dead Ringer vibes. It seems unsettling, twisted, and a bit of a psychological thriller. It's been getting some great reviews, which is why I have popped it onto this list. And also there is Billie Eilish, who appears in episode 4. This is her debut as an actress. Her appearing in this show and playing queer seems somehow appropriate, given that she's probably had some stalkerish fans in her past, and well, she has thirsted after Jodie Comer. So later on in the show, Dre is also in a relationship with a girl, so overall this show looks pretty darn queer, and this is something that I will be checking out for sure. Now I have 5 more Prime Amazon shows that I want to talk about. These are all ones that I have mentioned on other lists before, but I thought that I'd gather them all up here for you. We have The Wheel of Time, which is an adaptation of a book series set in a fantasy world, where the lead character, Moiraine, who is played by Rosamund Pike, who you will also recognize from I Care a Lot, is searching for the Dragon Reborn, who is going to be instrumental in saving the world from the darkness that is coming. Now, this 20-year quest has taken her away from her lady love Swan, who happens to be the leader of the Aes Sedai, which is the order of women who have the ability to do magic. I really enjoyed the show on its own, but episode 6 was absolutely amazing. It was a masterclass in acting, watching Rosamund Pike and Sophie Okonedo do their thing. The layers, the depth, the emotion, I was obsessed. If you want to find out more about it, I have a link in the title cards where I talk about how it's gay. My next recommendation is A League of Their Own. I have done a recap of this show and it made it onto my top 10 list for 2022. It's a reimagining of the movie from the 90s, A League of Their Own, but this time it is super gay. My next recommendation is High School. I have mentioned this numerous times on other list videos, and it follows Tegan and Sarah, the real-life musicians, as they start high school and start doing music. It has Kobe Smulders playing their mum, which just is a bonus. And Claire Duval helped write the script, and she also directed it. Maybe it's because I'm a 90s kid, I really connected with that aesthetic, but I just thought it was a beautifully quiet and wonderful show, so totally recommend that. And my last recommendation on this list for Amazon Prime exclusive shows is Paper Girls. Unfortunately, this is also a show that got cancelled, and it got cancelled on a cliffhanger, and I was enjoying this so much, so I was pretty upset. If you do watch it, it is in fact based on some comic books, so you can always go to the comic books to see how the story resolves itself. And actually, I should put that on my to-do list because I really do want to see what they did with it. Like I said before, if you're not a Prime member and you want to get a 30-day free trial, I have a link in the description. Be sure to use that. And while you're at it, why don't you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already? Until next time, lady lovers.